Yo, what up, you guys? What's going on? This is Jose. I usually do the music show. Well, I got a new show. It's called Thoughts and Ideas, and we're just gonna talk about exactly that, thoughts and ideas, and dig into whatever we can. This is the first episode, and being that we have the first episode, we got Erik and Leigh here tonight. What up, fellas?
What's up?
Howdy.
What up? Okay, so we're just chilling, and this is pretty new. I mean, I wanted to do a talk show, just because it's cool, but whatever. Tonight we're gonna talk about the law of attraction, and the law of attraction. Jesus Christ.
It's a lot.
It's
I thought about it too, actually.
Yeah. Jesus thought about it too. Oh, what do you guys have to say? Like, what do you guys' takes on it? You want to start, Erik?
Personally, for me, it's a huge tool in how I navigate through life, and I think it's pretty crazy. Even just a little bit of knowledge of it will help improve anything imaginable.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like a. Like, I try to use it too, but like, how much is like trying to use it? Do you know what I'm saying? Because it does take a lot of effort.
So believing in it.
Like, yeah, but is this something that something you're always thinking about?
You have to be conscious of your thoughts, because we typically work against ourselves in the law of attraction by any means of doubt. So when you say that you want something and then you think about how you don't have it right now, you're actually setting yourself up for failure, because you're thinking about the absence of it instead of actually thinking of it. So, me personally, when I'm trying to attract something, I think about it and then I'll just completely change my thoughts onto something that excites me.
Right, but exactly. So then like it gets like subdivisioned, the idea that you want, that you currently, because we always have thoughts that are always moving around, we're always thinking, but like if it's something that you really want, and then how long can it be subdivisioned before you start losing like the vibration, if you will, to getting it? Do you get what I'm saying?
Well, usually when it's something that you don't have, it's immediately taken that way.
But it's something that you really wanted.
Yeah, but even like that's what I'm saying. Even if you really want it and you don't have it, our thoughts tend to immediately go on to the absence of. So that's why it's key to immediately switch your thoughts to something that excites you, something that makes you want to think about it more. Like I said, like dogs, or like playing music or basketball.
Something you already have that you're grateful for.
Yeah, and like some success that's been brought into your life.
So to focus on what you don't have.
What do you what's your general take on all that?
Philosophy on it? Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing really, it just comes down to the nature of how your consciousness affects your world, your reality. A lot of people, they have a certain worldview that, everyone's out to get them, and they get ripped off more than the average person because they really expect to be ripped off constantly. So they're kind of bringing about that world rather than giving the trust that, not everyone's out to get them, or seeking out people that aren't going to be out to get them, having the belief they can find that world.
Or
what about like getting in a rut?
Side, you can also look at it as the guy who thinks that he's always got good luck, and so he tends to get lucky more than the next guy. The guy that always wins Keno. It's not like the streak ever breaks because he's got those thoughts.
You think that's a big part of it? You think that's what it is? So then, what like unlucky people shouldn't go gambling?
If you don't feel lucky, you shouldn't.
But like long term, like I feel like I've had bad luck. I feel like I've had bad luck pretty much my life, gambling life, and I always want to win.
Yeah.
I do want. Of course I want to win. You know what I mean? And
but do you ever think about how many times you've lost?
But they're far few.
Like when you're playing.
Well, this is one of those things. I definitely, manifest or not, wouldn't recommend gambling much. Just the house wins is one of the general rules. You're playing in a rigged system, and they're manifesting their own side, and they're pretty certain because they control the tables. So it's a lot to go up against there.
Even at like someone's house, it's like
on the general
games, just like general.
Those ones are a little more even basis, but it's definitely I'm kind of not too big on gambling myself though either. Honestly, I'd rather put fruit towards something that I can actually bring about, positive gain. I mean, amount of time you can spend, invest all that, you can do something else and bring about by your own means.
Yeah, but maybe they wanted to.
It is a rush.
I mean, maybe they. But like, if they're gamblers, right? Like they're gonna put all their energy into winning. But there's a lot of those guys. I mean, I guess it boils down to like only one person can win.
Oh yeah.
But like all those guys want to win, and
Not a lot of people are aware of this. And like I said before, any thought that you have of doubt, or like even if you're just thinking about how many times you've lost when you're going to win, like when you're going to play, and like you could have possibly won, but you're thinking about all those losses and bringing about a loss to you.
But how do you not think?
Even
about
if
those?
you say I don't want to lose, what it's hearing is lose, lose, lose. Like. It doesn't know don't. So you just have to really rewire the way you think of things. And like, I would like to win instead of I don't want to lose. You have to say I'd like to win. And like, you just start doing little things like that, and before you know it, you might actually see some like happen right before your eyes.
And
one thing on a random thought on gambling too, I feel like general rule too of the manifestation, there's your own thoughts, but then there's also your relationship with everything else in the world, the universe. And how that affects all of it too.
You know what? That's a great point. Go ahead, finish. I'm sorry.
Because like
I want to finish that.
We can condemn ourselves. We're not going to do well for ourselves. But if we do that to others or to anything else, if we're against anything along that nature, then we're against the whole. Then you don't have really the whole backing us anymore. When we're for the whole, you kind of have that support as well there.
Right.
Service. One of the problems, I guess, or one thing that's see with like gambling, that's always an issue too, is like no matter what, someone's going to be losing. So whatever gain you have will be at someone else's loss in this scenario. And if the only way you have an option to gain is by someone else's loss, then you're kind of like negatively impacting the whole too. So it's kind of but just a random thought on that line of it. But like one of the other sides of it too, though, is do what you can to impact the whole in a positive way. Getting that karmic cycle going as well. There, not taking but putting out too. Then. You see the same respondent a lot when you give in that manner, in the same manner.
I mean, I just have but see, this is what I'm having a hard time trying to put. So like back to the poker analogy, I guess. So you got all these wills that are pushing for the attraction to win to win. Yeah. So is it? It
creates a heavy confliction when there's only one top spot.
It creates a heavy spot. So. Is it like the person? So just a general idea is that the person there who was thinking about it or trying to, there was someone, whoever won it was probably more like using their whatever, I don't know what you want to call it. Pushing for it. Is there a name that you want to call this?
Had more confidence.
I don't want to say this, but this might be weird. But like praying.
Yeah. Well, that's the flip side of it. There.
You know what I'm saying? Like
the manifesting is like.
Dare I say it?
Oh yeah, no.
Like praying isn't like praying on someone or like praying.
But it's an attraction. It's an
attraction.
Actually, if you go back to
the whole thing.
If you go back to the word pray,
I don't want to use. It was such a cop out, and I didn't want to go there.
I like that you went there. If you go back to the word pray, it originally meant beseech, request, or ask.
Right.
Pray thee, do this. Would be saying like, would you? I ask of you for this.
Yeah.
And we actually, whether you believe in anything or not, we all ask for things in our mind, out loud, verbally. I hope it's sunny today. I wish for this. I want this. This is my desire. And we express it in our internal thoughts, and we express it verbally.
Right.
And that's actually a part of the secret too. Is like switching what you might ask for, what you pray for, is part of the other side.
So you are pro like that for like adding throwing the word pray into it. All this.
But like I said too,
I didn't want to.
It's important not to get caught up on preconceived ideas of words too.
You don't have to be praying to anything. It's just that nature of asking.
It's just, but when you say that word, it brings up a whole bunch of certain.
Oh yes, all sorts of images and thoughts. I like that personally. I like that weird spot, and then stepping back from it. It's like there is a natural side to it, and then there's the weird unnatural side that we've made of things.
Right. So, like, is there anything else though that you guys call it? Like
I guess they
some
just
people
asking.
call it like energy.
Oh, on that side.
Like of the
whatever you're asking for,
whole,
whatever the vibration.
Who you're asking?
Who you're asking? What do you mean by that? And you have an
what
idol?
You're talking about?
No, not who you're asking. What that asking is, what that power
putting
is.
that energy out there, that consciousness, that vibration.
I see what you mean. The law of attraction is okay. What we're talking about within that is that okay. is
You
we're
can call
talking
it
about the
praying,
law,
yeah.
the law itself. So what is that law itself? You know what I mean? Like whatever that is that you're pulling it towards you. The only easiest word, like I said, was pray because that's the law. You know, I'm trying to put it into into a box.
No, yeah.
I'm trying to put it into a box that we can, you know what I mean? So that's what's vibes.
Well, yeah, we're putting out that thought, that consciousness, that vibration, and all those different things.
I think.
I feel like vibration is more your general energetic state, though.
Yeah,
go for it.
I definitely think that you're asking for it, so you could be praying for it, and at that point, but like, it also helps to raise your vibration to receiving that. You have to raise it to be able to be in that good state to receive these things as easily. So that's where the vibration comes in. Is you're asking for something on a higher vibrational level that you are, and you have to raise yourself up to that however you think possible, like necessary, and then you'll be more receptive to receiving the things that you ask for.
Big thing on that you know, it's like often taught that there's like that unconditional, like you are loved type thing, you know, like the sun shines, therefore you're loved kind of side. One of the big things I know as far as just the self-love, though, in my own relationship to myself on that, is when I believe myself not worthy of things, when I basically was cursing myself, you know, like, so I'm cursing myself. So even if I'm asking for good things, I'm also saying I want these good things, but I'm also saying this man is not worthy of good things. Right. So I'm telling it I'm not worthy of anything good, whether I'm asking for good things or not. That's a heck of a funny confliction if you think of it for like
the angel and the devil.
Yeah, well, if it was another person, if I was saying like, yo, you should give, that guy needs some bread, right? You should give him some bread, but he's a piece of scum. He doesn't deserve bread. And I said that to you. That's what I'm doing basically to my own little conscious communication with it.
Yeah.
I'd be doing that with myself though, and that's a really weird confliction. So like
setting trains on either side of it.
Yeah.
Like, so it's pushing and pulling. That's why you gotta worry about or not worry, but you have to become conscious of your thoughts.
Definitely, like one of my big things, I believe.
It's like sage.
The basis of it is like, you know, the old teaching, like I said, like we all are loved. It's an unconditional thing. It's not because you're a good person, bad person, any of that. It's because you are, you know. And I found that belief more than anything has really changed my world. And also too, I'm allowed to share that now with other people, not based upon who they are, but because they are. And love without that too is kind of a horrible love because it's a very fickle thing, you know. Like I only love you if you meet these conditions, if you match all these things for me.
And there's
if
levels.
These things are
there's levels to all this, like.
No, everybody gets it.
Yeah, it's kind of there. You don't necessarily receive
everybody gets love.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I mean like the use of consciousness or
that's also there for everybody to use as well. But
okay, so everybody, of course, everybody has consciousness. So boom, right. So like there, everyone has that.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you have some people who are just like kind of, I guess would say we're in the middle. They're in the middle, like they're pro like they understand that they have to be positive to get good things out of life, and then if they, like he's saying that he's noticing that he's, you know, speaking bad or being, you know, it's rubbing off. Okay, so then like, you know, you have that in the middle, but then there's like next level people. Is there a next level people? Like basically, like is there, like I mean I guess it would be like
starting to become more ascendant or more enlightened,
maybe like a monk of some sort, maybe. Is there gaps between there? There's gaps between there.
Yeah.
There's a
lot of different ways.
Yeah.
Right, and you're talking about like on the general level of like you're talking about like everyday people. Everyone's because we're still trying to like we're talking about like
the general thought of consciousness, in my opinion, is just being aware that you can walk from point A to point B,
but making things into reality. We're talking about the laws of attraction.
You could see that as a level in itself, but it takes nothing away from the whole of we are all loved and worthy of this. It's just your level of understanding.
It's kind of those like spiral in, spiral out things. How far can you spiral out? How